And welcome back to the hashtag IBMI Everywhere podcast, a podcast that promotes the IBMI. Today I have the pleasure of being together with Robert Bernal. Thanks so much for joining us.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, I mean, it's what a wonderful IBMI community we have here. Thank you so much. I've been seeing you out there online for a long time, and we've had conversations about IBMI, how much you love the platform, and it's really great to have you on.
Yeah, I look forward to it. And Josh, I just wanted to say one thing I forgot to mention was the postings you do on LinkedIn as far as who uses the IBM. That's great stuff, man. I look forward to reading that, and I had no idea of some of these huge corporations that run that. But thank you for all you do, and I look forward to those posts every time you put them on.
It's my pleasure. It's important that people know. The whole other way it started was really because of the fact people don't know what that IBMI is out there and is helping many companies and every single day. So
Right.
really appreciate the love of the series.
Right.
For today, I wanted to hear your story, a little about your background, and maybe perhaps sharing us a little bit of a glimpse into your environment, and maybe sharing some stories as well.
Sure. Well, I've been here at Southwestern Motor Transport since 1989. Actually, I just celebrated last month my 35th year.
Oh wow,
So
congrats!
yeah, hey, thank you. So we came in 1989. We had at the time it was called AS400. Now it's IBMI, but at the time it was AS400 pre-raid. We're a trucking company, so needing to run 24/7. That's what we're striving to do. But of course, at the time, with the early stages of the technology, sometimes disk drives would go bad, and there's nothing you can do about that to get it fixed. So in '92, when RAID came about, the RAID drives, that changed the perspective on uptime. So I'll share, on the IBMI. Of course, we had other iterations of systems of IBMI names and models and whatnot. But since 1992, with the RAID drives, unscheduled downtime has been zero since 1992. We run 24/7, 365. So that says a lot about the system. Most people don't believe me, and you know what I tell them? That's okay. I sleep nights. So, great stuff.
Why do you think the system is so resilient?
It's just whoever invented it. I think part of it is that, I forget his name, one that they call him the father of the S400. I forget his name. I'm sorry. He works at IBM, and he's the one who started that machine interface, TIMI, I think they call it, Technology Independent Machine Interface. And how that runs, again, like I tell you, I tell people, I use the analogy of a watch. I have a watch, right? And I look and tells the time. I know the time. I can just see the time. Well, I don't have to know how to build that watch. I just got to look, and it tells me what time it is. Well, that's how I see the IBMI, like a watch. It does its thing. I don't need to go under the covers and know who, what, when, where. All I got to look is at look at my arm, see the time, and that's the time. So that's the expectations, the high expectations of what that system does is it always gives us accurate information, always up and very secure. In my eyes, it's probably, I'd say it's the second most secure system in the world. You know what the first is?
No.
A powered off system. But what good is that?
Yeah. So when we're talking about security, what have you done, or why would you say that it's so secure?
Well, we've locked down another number of mechanisms within the system. And of course, our network perimeter, we have other things running. We have stuff running on the IBMI that is doing some checks and authorization checks and whatnot. So it's pretty resilient for us as far as how we secure our system. I use that as a simple method. Sometimes we get complaints from users saying, man, it's so hard to get into our system. Why is it so hard? Simple. Because if it's hard for the user, it's hard for the hacker. If it's easy for the user, it's easy for the hacker. So we make it, I don't want to say difficult, but close enough where it's hard, it's tough to get into our system.
Share some other stories within the IBMI space. Like what have you seen as you're going from like 1992 till now? What have you seen as like the changes in the technology, and where are you seeing it going?
Well, there's many servers that probably say they could do what the IBMI does, and maybe that's true or not, but we do some of those things on the side as ancillary systems. But our Bet Your Business core system, core database is IBMI. And since 1989, we've seen the technologies change, and move forward. So as I stated, I've been here 35 years, and we've never had to say no on anything. Any type of technologies or solutions or products that have come on board, we're able to implement them very easily and efficiently. And it's kept us in line with everyone else. So we're very proud of that. And, there are a number of tools and technologies that we use on the ancillary side that talk to and from the IBMI, whether it be APIs or whatnot. The APIs are helping many companies, many platforms, as I stated. Platforms, as far as APIs are concerned, has rejuvenated many platforms because now they're open to see and talk to any of these other systems, very easily via APIs. And we're on that bandwagon too. We've been on that for a few years now, and it's kept us in line with the Joneses, I guess, if you want to say.
It's amazing, and you're seeing that it's effectively rejuvenating the IBMI when you're looking at the other servers and why would someone choose IBMI over the other server? Or other platforms out there? Meaning, and maybe you can get into their other people's heads. Like what would you pitch to keep the IBMI in your shop?
Well, it's the integration of a number of things that the system does for us automatically. I don't have to have database administrators, system programmers, anything like that. It's very easy system to use, and we have very limited people that use it, and we're able to churn out code very quickly and efficiently with this system. So there's just not a lot of complication what we use it on the IBMI versus other systems that we've used. I won't name any particular products, but starts with an M, ends with a T, but it can get a little complicated.
Sure. And so talking about development work, and a lot of people are talking about AI, and where do you see AI for IBMI specifically?
And we're already looking at some things now. I know IBM has just announced some product additions with some AI type processor cards that you can load straight onto IBM. We're looking forward to that. But the AI is very exciting and very powerful, but it can be very dangerous too. So what we try to use is the crawl, walk, run process. So we're starting out slow, making a perimeter, a little fence, as you will, to test and try the AI and work with it. And we're seeing some great things with it. But as far as opening the floodgates, saying, let's use everything what we can with AI, no, we start out slow and cautiously and then proceed from there. But we're very excited about some of the things we're testing with, and I see great things coming from it.
So where do you see it? Where do you see the platform going with it? Now that we have as Power 11 comes out eventually, whenever that is, you're going to see these the AI chips being implemented in there. So what do you see the use cases?
Sure. So as far as use cases, rapid deployment of application development, that's a given. That's what it can do. As far as EDI and API type development, AI can do that too. Which is very helpful also. But also from the perspective of you've got data and you've got image documents. In trucking companies, we have so much image processing that occurs. But then the key point is how do I get that image digitized with data into the back end of the IBMI database? So AI does that too. Then specifically what we're looking at also is data analytics using AI, where we've got gobs and gobs of information. I've got power users that know where data is and they know what to look for. What I'm looking for is the next step is what can AI do for me and tell me what I don't know or what I can do better, or what I'm good at and what I'm not so good at off that data analysis.
Yeah, it's gonna take some time in the right product lines specifically for you, and also knowing your way of going about it is the crawl, walk, run. And when do you see these types of things to be that the AI technology to be ready for you to be able to do that?
What time is it? No, we're pushing hard now. So that's a lot of the stuff we're testing with, and we're seeing some great strides with it. So I can't give you a timeline, but we are moving forward with that.
Yeah. Do you have any other stories you want to share with the community?
Well, let's see. Specifically, I think I mentioned we've been up since 1992, zero downtime, unscheduled downtime. Been wonderful for us. As far as the uptime, talking to other customers, they just are in awe of the amount of information we're able to send them at any time, anywhere. And, that's just helps us look good to others because, we're a service type company, and it's not just moving freight, but it's passing good, efficient, accurate data quickly. And we're able to do that with many mechanisms on the system, whether that be the internet, email, FTP. We still even use fax. Some people want
What's the
fax.
fax?
Yeah, exactly. But we do have customers that still want fax. So we do that.
It's amazing. Well, Robert, really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for sharing your love of the IBMI. And if you ever have any questions or want to reach out and share a story and or perhaps be a guest on the IBM #IBMI Everywhere show, let me know, and it'd be great to have you. Thanks so
All
much.
right. Thanks, Josh.